Oh, we are back now, 8:14, with our ongoing series focusing on screen time.
Yeah, well, this morning there's new science to share. A look inside the brain when it is exposed to these devices. As researchers in Ohio are pioneering a study. It involves hundreds of children. They've been following them since birth.
Ooh, fascinating. NBC's Vicky Nguyen's here with more. We want to hear, Vic.
I'm so glad we kicked off the series and that we're continuing to follow it. Good morning to you at home. Think about it this way. A child born in 2007 will never know a world without smartphones. Then you add in the time spent in front of TVs, tablets, computers, and you can see how quickly those screen time hours add up. Well, now researchers want to know how all of this screen time is affecting the brains of our children.
All right, only super special kids get to come back here.
Here at Cincinnati Children's Hospital, Rose Crimer is one of 395 children taking part in the early prediction study, which began in 2019. Today, the 5-year-old is pretending she's the captain of a submarine, an exercise to help her lie still for a 45-minute MRI that will take detailed images of her brain.
7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay.
With the help of some goggles playing the movie Trolls and headphones to blunt the loud machine,
Can you see the screen all right?
researchers take multiple scans and compare them to the images they took when she was just a few days old.
This is a brain?
This is a brain.
Dr. Nahal Parikh is leading the study looking at the brains of premature babies from birth through childhood to understand how they're affected by different risk factors, including exposure to screens.
What does this image tell you?
It tells us a lot when we correlate it with these exposures such as screen time and we correlate it with development. It tells us whether or not those things are having an impact.
Hey, sweetie.
Parents Emily and Harry Crimer signed up their baby girl Rose for the study.
Do you think there's a difference in TV screen time, like what we had growing up, and what they're exposed to on phones or iPads?
Phones and iPads so much more engaging for children, and especially if they can control it, so it's easier for them to just zone out.
Dr. John Hutton is at the forefront of this fast-developing field, and he's published several studies that already suggest higher levels of screen time can impact a child's growth. One result that keeps showing up: parts of the brain related to reading, language, and decision-making are often weaker in kids who have more screen time. So what are parents and caregivers to do? These experts say try not to introduce any screen time before age 3.
There's so many things we make kids wait to do in our society. We make them wait to drink beer, we make them wait to vote, we make them wait to have a gun. But for some reason, we're not doing the same thing with these very powerful devices that give access to all the contents related to all those things.
You think screen time is the new tobacco?
It's been compared to it, yeah. I mean, and actually, parents using cell phones with their kids has been compared to secondhand smoke.
But experts say we can stop the scrolling and screen time.
No YouTube, no phones, no iPads, even when they say they're educational.
Yes, because we don't really know that they're educational.
And what we do matters more than what we say.
What is your advice for parents who worry it's too late, they've let the cat out of the bag?
You can back it up, and you can back it up in the moment.
Meaning you should model the behavior you want to see.
Do you think parents are aware that they are part of the problem in terms of how addicted they are to their screens?
You can, notice, oh, I've got my cell phone, my child's not responding, they're upset. Put it away and reorient and just help that child feel like you are there for them.
Parents are a child's first and most important teacher. That's why it's so important that things that are shared experiences like reading and playing with toys, they can interact back and forth with language and feelings and emotions, and that's when good things happen with kids.
Good things Rose and her family hope researchers will learn to help us shape our views on these devices.
The important thing is to interact with your kids and talk to them, and that's how they learn language, and they don't always get that feedback from the screen.
So Vicky, that was, first of all, that was fascinating.
Yeah, I'm so happy these researchers are doing
Okay,
this.
now, so let's say a parent does all the right things, but their kid goes to school and they have screens because that's the way it works now with schools.
Yeah, a viewer posted this question to me on Instagram this morning saying, what do we do about screen time in schools? There was such a migration to it, right, during the pandemic and because of remote learning. But it's okay to dial it back. It's okay to talk to your child's teachers, the school leaders, and say, how many hours are our kids on these screens in the classroom? Why are they getting iPads in kindergarten? Can they do math worksheets in real life? Can they read an actual book instead of reading on the screens? It is important for everyone, these experts say, to reassess how much screen time our kids are getting
in the classroom,
Some
too.
of them say it's because the testing later comes on screens and they want the kids to get used to it. Because we asked that at our school.
Sure, and they can, but starting in kindergarten
is
really
crazy.
Thinking they're not going to have exposure.
Yeah.
It's like you, without even trying, you have exposure.
Yeah, you're right.
I think we're good there.
I love what they said about the parents also being the best example.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think sometimes parents think, oh, they're experts, they're YouTube videos, this is going to teach my kid. And we get it. Sometimes you need time to, make dinner. Maybe sit your kid in front of a Sesame Street episode. That's different than watching endless social media videos.
Oh, yeah. But by the way, also, all of us were like, looking at our phones. They said it was like secondhand smoke.
That was a good line.
Yeah.
Keep those
Thank you, Vicky.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.